Hello, my name is Tubeli Yasilandu. I'm also known by the name of Tehutai, which is my Harakati name. And what the Harakati is it's an ancient group which goes back to the Aeons, and we exist in this day to carry on with the bringing forward of the ancient teachings. So I'm a very proud member of the Harakati, and today I'm speaking to you from this beautiful sacred site, not just in this area, but also we've got an interesting Kuri or indigenous sacred site not far from here. And later on we'll be going to Bayami Caves. And what we've got here is what is known as the Gosford Glyphs. And our master research extraordinaire, Raymond Johnson, has done a wonderful job in translating some, if not most of these. It's my first day here today. I've never been here before, but I've studied a bit about this information. I'm aware that there's some glyphs in Gosford, so today I'm honored to be here. Thanks to Craig for driving us down here. So we shall be making a presentation later on which explains what these images are, what they mean. We've just did a quick calculation of just to see how old these things are. And we've got, if you have a look here, there's these things, lichens. And we figured it takes about 1 year for it to grow about 0.5 millimeters, isn't it? So in that image before that you would have seen, we had about 400 millimeters of them. So we figured at least 8,000 years old. And this is interesting because from the Harakati, we know that there is a wonderful Kemite by the name of Kemenhotep who sailed to Australia some 7,000 to 8,000 years ago. So it will be interesting to do some study of what this information here communicates, and could Kemenhotep possibly have come to the east coast, because we would think he would be in the west coast of Australia. So we shall find out all about this later on. So we've got some more images here that you can look at. This will be interesting for Egyptologists and anyone interested in history and archaeology. We've got some more here, but these ones have got obviously more wear. They're not as clear, and that is due to the wind factors and weather. They're not as protected as the ones on this side. You can see a person there lying on a dead position, sort of like Osiris in like a resurrection scene of some sort. We can see a snake, coily snake, which represents eternity. And before one of the first glyphs on the other side, which was where we were before, it's the Medu Nature sign. And what Medu Nature is, it's our sacred ancient language. So it's fascinating. We've got the sacred holy words of the Medu Nature in this sacred indigenous area. So there must have been some type of knowledge exchange with the ancient people, because Kemenhotep was one of the first ones who sailed to Australia, but then we also had another Kemite sail to this part of the world, of which I shall be sharing later on. But for now, just enjoy having a look at these. You get a good shot of this one. And we had a pata looking figure. There's some more here. And this sign here, is the te sign. The te. I shall explain later on. That's we've got our eternal mother Neti, or Tehutai. It's a common image. You can also find it here. So you did get a good one of Anubis. So this is the a pata looking figure, and we know that pata is the creative spark or the creative intelligence in the universe. So you've already seen Anubis, and we've got some interesting glyphs there. All of them we shall be translating and presenting to you what it means. And we've got here this sign here. That's Medu Nature, and what the Medu Nature is the ancient holy language. What Medu Nature means is divine words of the Creator. That's what it is. So it's the language that is based on nature, and this is the language that you would say is the most ancient language. And so this type of writing that you see here is the oldest writing in the world. Before you had other characters developed later on, this is how we communicated, through images. And we know that the brain works through images, and that's how the brain stores information. So this is such a best way to communicate, and I'm happy to be bringing forward this information to you. Stay tuned. This is Tehutai. I'm a warrior of Mayat, a warrior of divine justice and truth. Thank you.